Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 2, Episode 4 of Breaking Bad titled Down. It's a reference to the fact that both Walter and Jesse are absolutely at low points. It starts off with Jesse begging Walt for some money, which he does eventually give him some money, which... Walt's trying to fix his marriage by doing the age-old thing of, what problem? There's no problem. Ignoring the problem. You know, making breakfast. And Skylar's not having it. Fair enough to her. She's just not having it. Jesse gets an eviction notice from his parents. And to their credit, they know about the meth lab in the basement, and they're just not going to tell the police, which they should. They're going to give him one final chance. Which it kind of seems like they've given him a dozen other final chances, but whatever. So now he's trying to find a place to live, and he goes to all his friends, and it doesn't work out. His motorcycle gets stolen, so he breaks into the garage or whatever that his RV is at. And the guy's like realizes that Jesse doesn't have any money to pay him, so he's starting to get ready to sell everything, and Jesse steals it. Walt tries to bond with Walt Jr. a little bit by teaching him how to drive. Doesn't go very well. Eventually, him and Skylar's argument comes to a head when she says, "Just tell me what's going on." And he plays stupid. "What's going on? I don't know what's going on. What do you want me to say?" Yeah, she didn't like that, obviously. And what Walt didn't like was the fact that he notices a very familiar RV. He and Jesse get into a fight, and obviously Jesse's gonna win. Well, maybe not obviously. Crackhead versus a cancer patient. Probably a fairer fight than we think. Jesse wins, though, and as he's about to beat Walt again, he says, "Do it then. Kill me." Which, of course, Walt knows that would chicken Jesse out, I guess. Or thinks anyways. Again, to Walt's credit, he gives Jesse some of the money he stashed away, which is like, he's really banking on Jesse being useful by giving away some of the money he saved up for Walter Jr. and Skylar and the baby when he's dead. Really banking on Jesse's usefulness here. The episode ends with Skylar lighting a cigarette and smoking. Honestly, this episode was kind of boring. There was no Hank. There was no DEA plots. Hell, they didn't even move the drug kingpin plot forward. It's kind of... It's an episode that needed to happen, but also, at the same time, it didn't really resolve anything. I'm assuming this was just to get Walt and Jesse really deep in the gutters, so the next few episodes they can start climbing, I guess. Because nothing was really resolved this episode. Skylar and Walter are even worse, I suppose, which I guess that was the whole point of the episode, to make them worse off, but still. Overall, I guess I'll give this episode about a 7 out of 10. It's just, it doesn't really hold up. I guess, for me, my favorite part of the show is the cat and mouse chase between the DEA agents and Walt and Jesse. And there was none of that. But it wasn't a bad episode, so 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.